Hello there folks, welcome back to FM Scout. My name is Luke. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, but we're back in the grind and we are back with Wonderkid FC. So there was a lot of people in the comments of the first video who wanted a part 2, so I'm going to bring you that part 2. For anyone who hasn't seen part 1, I will leave a link down in the description to go watch it if you do wish. However, I will give a quick catch up if you do not want to. So basically, I have created a team of this year's Wonderkids, put them all in the side of Plymouth Argyle. We started in League 2. We began a very quick rise. After the first season, which we did not get promotion, we got promotions back to back into the Premier League. And here we are in the Premier League. We've been a long time in the Premier League. Not a lot has happened, and I personally am blaming one man, and that is the manager, Sean Dyche. So, quickly, these are the managers we've had in charge so far, and I think this is important. Ryan Lowe, who starts off, left the managerial role, I think, when we were in League 1 or the Championship, as he got offered a new job. Unfortunately for him, the team he joined was relegated as Plymouth Argyle went up, or Wonderkid FC even went up. Steven Gerrard then took charge for 355 days before being sacked after getting him into the Premier League. And now, Sean Dyche has been in charge for 6 years and 126 days. This is where we left the last episode. Competitions-wise, we'll have a look roughly through the Premier League, how they've been getting on. We've had some very good performances, to be fair. 12th, 9th, 6th, 9th, and 8th. So that is where we are leaving it in 9th position in the Premier League. Not too bad, just outside of these European spots. The type of players that we have in our side as well. We have this man, Troy Parrott, who is almost a cheat code on this game, it has to be said. He has been absolutely fantastic, scoring goals aplenty every season. So, very impressed by him. Other amazing players in this side, I'll briefly run you through some of the best players. My favourite so far on this game is Elash Moriba. He is now a world-class midfielder. Very good indeed. And finally, let's go for one more. We also have Ihatarin up top now. Not a bad player indeed. Can play in a lot of positions. So that is the side that we have here. We have a few Wonderkids coming through as well through the youth system. I have set Wonderkid FC up with fantastic youth facilities, training facilities, incredible youth recruitment. So we will have some new gens come through the side as well. But let's go forward one more year, and then after that we'll go through different stages until 2038, where we will finally leave Wonderkid FC. Right, here we are then. We are back with Wonderkid FC in the 2031. And before we get cracking, there is a lot of things on this page already that we will get round to. If it is Let's Play content you're interested in, the link to my channel down in the description. I have some Let's Play series, as well as I like to go live on a Sunday night with my new series, Youth to Gold. I sign teenagers no older than 20 years or above, and I sell them before they get to 30, as I'm not allowed to use 30-year-olds with Racing Club Strasbourg. One episode has happened so far. It was fantastic to have a lot of you join me. Thank you very much for that, by the way. But Sunday night, this Sunday, I will be back live again if that does interest you. But we have some important matters. Vincenzo Montella is the new manager of Wonderkid FC. And Sean Dyche, I feel like he has listened. He has heard us all slag him off, because you guys were doing it too. In the comment section, a lot of people wanted me to fire Sean Dyche and see how this carried on. We didn't need to. He heard you. He resigned from the role. Does he have a new job? He is the manager of England. How has he done this? Fair play, Sean Dyche. England is now playing 4-4-2, probably, because he ruined us with that. Vincenzo Montella, what is your favourite formation, my friend? I'm quite intrigued. So a 4-2-3-1 wide. That's what we like. That's how I based the players I picked. So overall, Sean Dyche got us one cup win. Not too bad. But we are now looking very nice in this formation. And we're 5th in the Premier League. We are in Europa League, I think. It doesn't say that, but I'd imagine we are. We have done that anyway, because it looks like Tottenham have won the Champions League. So fair play to them. We don't have anyone in the Well, we have some assists from Riccardi. Not too bad. He's okay, I suppose. We don't have anyone else really bossing it. Medjbury was a guy who I was tempted to put in this Wonderkid FC. Probably going to look to put him in the next one when we put them in a different league. So let me know down in the comments what league or what country you'd like us to start in, whether it be like the lower leagues of Germany, France, Spain, anyone like that. I'm planning on doing some more of this like I did last year. So let us know down in the comments. That'll be fantastic. Let's dive more into this then. How have the players been doing? And we'll go to my copy of squad view so that we can see this. So we've had Gasparini still the mainstay in goal. Ilash Moriba with 15 goals. Fair play from the centre midfielder. He is looking phenomenal, of course. But Troy Parrott still with the most goals. The absolute cheat code. It does look like he's had some physicals drop off there. Ray Fraser now has started to make a lot of starts. Has the youngster come through the youth academy? He did, and he's been doing very well. Vignato on the other side, cementing his position. Very tricky winger. And Ihataren has dropped down to the bench by the looks of things. Well, he has played 36 games, so it's just in that last game where Martin Ross, another player coming through the youth system, not as good as the rest of the players in the side, but still, he's made it through. He's their number 10. This guy, of course, Dominic, and I'm not going to pronounce that last name, has been doing quite well in the last few saves as well. 10 starts, 21 off the bench, so he is suffering. Assists, though, we have 14 from Riccardi. Moriba with 9. I'll imagine Mariba's probably up there as well as the highest average rating with 15 goals and 9 assists. Phenomenal stuff from him. Troy Parrott also up there as well. Well, we've seen that they didn't win any cups, so let's have a quick look at how they have done. Well, actually, we can just do that through competitions, through the senior squad. Realise you can do it this way. So, in the FA Cup, which was won by Norwich, they were knocked out in the 4th round by Brighton and Hove Albion, and won by Manchester United the Carabao Cup. They were knocked out in the quarter-final by Chelsea. Not too bad. Let's go forward a couple more years. Here we are then, we're back with Wonderkid FC, and it looks very familiar from a couple of years ago with Vincenzo Montella still at the helm, and still we are 5th. But how have we done? We still look like we're playing a very similar side. We have a new goalkeeper by the looks of it, who has been breaking through the youth side. Okay, so we're in the Premier League still. That's great. We are still qualifying for the Europa League. That's great as well. So 63 points, 69 was 4th position. So it does look like they sort of cemented their position as like the next best outside of the top 4. And they can't quite get up that. Arsenal there finishing in 11th. Very poor from them. Troy Parrott, though, 19 goals this season, in behind S. Thompson with from Newcastle with 20. So Troy Parrott still doing very well. Physicals have started peaking again, and considering he is 31 now, not too bad. So we will see start of the decline of some of these players. Jude Bellingham is another player who I did think about putting him in. 29 years old now at Chelsea. Incredible. Jafar Jafari. That's a fantastic name. I like fantastic names. He is Iranian. An Iranian Wonderkid. That is unbelievable. He is an outstanding player. For all of you guys who really like random Wonderkids and new gens on the game, he is outstanding. Premier League is now sitting top of the competition, which I always like to see. That's always good. We all know it is the best league in the world, but it's just whether they perform like it in these sort of things. So, competitions. In the league then, the season before, they finished 10th. Wow. Played 38, won 14. So they really dropped off the season before. I wonder if that had anything to do with Europe. We'll have a look at the fixtures in a sec. What else? FA Cup. So the last year they were knocked out in the 4th round, and they lost to Liverpool in the semi-final of this round. EFL Trophy, quarter-final and 2nd round. Not too bad there. Well, not great, if I'm honest. So we're going to have a brief look at the season before then, which we missed. They had a very bad run from here on the 8th to here without a win to the... So how long is that? The 8th of November to the 20th of December. Only 3 draws and a lot of losses. That must have cost them really from finishing higher in the league, as well as this little spell here in April. Not a very good performance into the last 2 games. So not fantastic stuff from our Wonder Kids the season before last. This season, obviously, they've picked it back up, finishing 5th. Not too bad whatsoever. We still have Montella in charge now. Very good attributes that he has. If we go and just see how long he's been in charge, 2 years, 298 days. Not too bad. How have we had any? So we've actually had a new chairman. That's interesting. So the chairman, Norman Smethwaite, has left, which we didn't look at before, by the way. I'm sorry about that. A couple of you guys did suggest that we want to see that. Of course, we won the Carabao Cup in the last episode, by the way, in case anyone thinks I haven't noticed that. That was in part 1. And Steve Jenkins has took over, and the youth and training facilities has been upgraded. So we still have exceptional academy, exceptional youth, state-of-the-art youth, and state-of-the-art trainers. So it's good. They're keeping up with that. But I'd expect them to, because we do have £698 million in the bank. But of course, they have a transfer embargo until the year of 2038. And that's why the season budget sits at £178 million untouched. Last thing to look at then, we do have a new hot prospect, and a very good one. Wow, he is phenomenal. 16 years old, Barry West. On this right-hand side then, determination of 18, work rate of 18. Will we see finally a world-class player coming through the Wonderkid 23s? We have a lot of big players in here. Obviously, because they have a transfer embargo, they will keep hold of them. Mark Brown is another player who's okay, I suppose. This guy, I'm not going to try and pronounce it. That is not an English name. Robert Hoivanisian. Okay. And we also have Daniel Bentley, quite high up here, 22 years of age. No one quite cutting the mustard, though, if you ask me. Jesus. So we've had some different countries. Slovenia, by the looks of it, come through. And he's not too bad, I suppose. 20 years old, 6'6", massive player. Let's go forward another couple of years then, into 2035, and see what happens. 2035 then, and we will start to see a decline now because the players are in their mid-30s, and we are looking at a 10th position here. So a few more new gens and regens coming through. Barry West there. Let's have a look at him in a sec. But before we do that, the Premier League, this is what we want to see first and foremost. 49 points, starting to really drop off now as Arsenal has cemented their position. Of course, we had 1 year in Europe at least. We are nowhere to be seen on this side of things, of course, the player stats. If we go to the season before then, 7th position. So in Europe again, 55 points. That's okay if you ask me. We have sort of peaked at 5th, and this is where the decline is, from 7th down to 10th. I'm alright with that, because they are in their late 30s now. Bruno Zapelli has been starting the last game, which does worry me because he is very old and very poor because he hasn't been used. We'll have a quick look at the player stats then. Who is still cutting the mustard at this sort of time? 52 appearances from William Saliba. He is still very good. Very good physicals for the age of 34 there. Barry West. Wow. At 18 years old, Barry West played 46 games, 10 goals. At 18 years old, this guy is an impressive talent already. 155 current ability. Of course, if you're all wondering where I got this skin from, I'll try and remember to put a link down in the description. It's called OCZ Elite. You'll find it on the FM Scout website. And there's also a video on the channel on how to install this skin as well, because I know a few guys don't quite know how to do that yet. But Barry West, very impressive player for me, very impressive. Mariba is still playing a lot of games because he is still very good at the age of 32. And we have Esposito making a lot of appearances at the age of 32 as well. Never developed to how I wanted him to, but I do blame Sean Dyche for that. He did not play him a lot, whereas on the test runs, Esposito was arguably a lot better than this man, Troy Parrott, who has been probably the best player of the save so far. Troy Parrott, still very good. The cheat code, I am calling it, 33. Hoover is also up there. You Liverpool fans will be excited to see. However, 33 doesn't look like he's developed incredibly. Goals then, Troy Parrott, Mariba, Esposito, Barry West, all in double figures. Jesus on loan. Marcus Rutter, 23 appearances from the bench, only 1 start, 8 goals. Not too bad if you ask me. He is a wonder kid, 20 years of age. Not too bad. Assist-wise, 15 assists from Alessio Riccardi, who seems to be plugging in those numbers every season with the assist. I mean, well, maybe not in this year anyway, with only 9 total assists, 2 in the league. But 9 assists in the Premier League there, 12 in the year 2030 to 31. Still quite an impressive amount for just Premier League numbers. Bradley Moore is also up there as well. He's the new prospect in this team. Let's have a look then. Well, managers. We did have a change of manager, and Vincenzo Montella was actually sacked without any league or cup wins. That's a shame. I do feel bad for Montella. He did try and change things. Gerardo Sorioni, or Sioni, has been in charge now for over a year. So he joined the season before, right at the end of the season, and he does look very impressive as a manager. Still plays that good formation that I like to see for this side. That is the sort of the formation I want to see Wonderkid FC play. But I still feel like Sean Dyche has affected it. I really do. It'd be interesting when we put this club with obviously different players in different leagues, how they sort of adapt to having different managers, because I can't see a manager like Sean Dyche going abroad, so he won't be affected by that. But that's nonetheless, or none the wiser. Competitions wise, the last one we're going to have a look at before we go to the very end, positions in the Premier League. Of course, we've already seen that. FA Cup, lost in the fifth round, so still cannot catch a break in the Premier League, or the FA Cup, sorry. And wow, not very good at all in the EFL Cup. But we did go to Europe. We went to the Europa League, and in 2034-35 we lost in the second round knockout by Red Bull Salzburg. That's not great. I'd expect them to beat that. But the last year though, or this season anyway, I'm alright with that. The Europa League quarter-final on aggregate to Ajax, who probably have quite a good youth system still. Probably have a few very good Dutch players coming through their youth ranks. Not a bad team to go out to in the quarter-final, but it does look like we'll be dropping off. We're going to go forward now the last 3 years, finish this up, 2038. Let's see what happens. Well, here we are, 2038, and it is a very sad day in the history of Wonderkid FC as we are sitting 20th in the Premier League. Mikel Merino, who is quite a good player on this game, is indeed the new manager. Well, has there been different managers in between? I'd imagine there probably has. Alessio Romagnoli. We've also had Golovin, so we've had 3 former players, and Phil Sykes every time has filled in a caretaker role. What's Phil like? He's been here for a while now, under 23's manager. Alessio Romagnoli, he was sacked as well as Golovin. Gerardo Siona, or Seon, I don't know, left manager role after very short period after, because he went to Liverpool. Fair play, okay, that's understandable. Golovin was sacked though, so was Romagnoli, and only 99 days Mikel Merino had no graces saving them. So they went down with 30 points. That's not bad considering they are a very old side now. Jafar Jafari there, still impressive at the age of 29. Very good, 6'4", and they won the Premier League as well, Manchester United. But we're not here to see Manchester United. We are here to see Wonderkid FC. Of course, the transfer embargo is now lifted. All of these players will leave. They can finally sign players, but it does not matter. They will be doing that in the Championship. We also have some more key players. Barry West, only 21 years of age, and he is already 170 current ability. That is phenomenal. Fantastic attributes as well from the number 6 at right midfield, the Englishman. Has he made any appearances? Yeah, he hasn't. Well, he has for his country. He has made 5 appearances. Brilliant stuff from Barry at the age of 20. Well, we've gone through a few years actually then, so let's have a look at competitions-wise, how they've been doing in the Premier League since. So we finished here 10th. There we then finished 13th, then 15th. So a slow decline and we've actually finished on more points in 15th than we did in 13th, with an extra 2 points there, so that's quite funny. But we had a slow decline in positions as we finally drop out of the Premier League. Other competitions then, FA Cup, no win in the FA Cup. EFL Cup, no such luck. Semi-final on aggregate, that's not too bad. And I don't think we play in the Europa League. We didn't play in the Europa League. Didn't play in Europe again. So, overall, this team now, We'll have a look at some of the attributes. They're starting to drop off, of course, at the age of 35 here. Some of the players are still really impressive. I will go over just appearance-wise. Does look like we're going to be struggling to find different players. He's a very good player indeed as well. An Italian coming through. Matthew Dennis is another new player. And it just goes to show, if this guy is playing 38 appearances, it's understandably why they went down, because he is a very poor player. William Saliba is still up there. Not too bad physicals, all things considered. But it is looking like they are really starting to drop off. And Troy Parrott, with only 7 acceleration and 9 pace now. Did he make any appearances though? He still made 29 appearances in the league, 11 off the bench, and he still got 4 goals. Bless him. Not too bad if you ask me. But overall, guys, what do you think of this experiment? Is this what you expected? Let me know down in the comments. Is this sort of the peak that you would expect Wonderkid FC to get to? It is unfortunate, of course, they never really challenged that top 4. They never really got into it, and we couldn't see them in the Champions League to see how they did. But a slow rise, well, not really, a fast rise into the Premier League after 3 seasons, as this club was really developing and all the players were getting better and better, I think was definitely better than sticking them straight in the Premier League. So I've got you guys to thank for that. So any more suggestions that you think using a side like Wonderkid FC in different countries, any suggestions to play it off differently, let me know also down in the comments. But my name is Omega Luke. Like this video if you can, that would be absolutely fantastic, because the YouTube algorithm is very weird. Some of these videos go right under the radar and not a lot of you see them. So the more likes that you give, the more chance that more people will see and experience these videos, and the more chance that we will make more videos just like this. Let me know down, obviously, in the comments below the things I've asked. Is this how you expected, or any other countries you'd like me to do? Would love to hear all of your opinions. And of course, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel for making sure you do not miss any more of these videos. And of course, the link to my channel is also down in the description. So there's plenty of things for you to do once you stop this video before you go to the next one. But my name is Omega Luke. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.